Every night a child is born is a holy night. The prophet Malachi proclaimed, "Suddenly there will come to the temple the Lord whom you seek." In the context of today's feast, the Gospel of Luke proclaims that Jesus' presentation in the temple is the fulfillment of Malachi's prophecy. But almost no one notices. Some old man and woman make a fuss, but it does not seem to have much of an impact on anyone else. Luke tells us that Simeon took the child into his arms. There is nothing so centering as holding a baby in your arms. Most of us jump at the chance. Holding a baby brings you right down to earth and connects you to heaven. It is one of the most natural things in the world, holding vulnerable human life in a comforting embrace to protect and to love. Is this not also an encounter with the Holy Mystery? Is it a moment of God communicating to us? Is it a moment of receiving grace, God's own very self? Holding a baby brings a moment of light into our life. Every night a child is born is a holy night. For Simeon and Anna, holding the baby Jesus was a moment of grace, an encounter with holy mystery. Simeon was inspired to prophesy, proclaiming Jesus the light to the Gentiles and the glory of Israel, a light that will never go out, for even death will not extinguish this light. What everyone has been longing for, hoping for, waiting for, has come. But surprise, he is a baby. Simeon goes on to proclaim that Jesus will be rejected by some, but will be the resurrection of many. Then he proclaims to Mary, Jesus will break your heart, just as every child will break their mother's heart. Mary will see the plotting against and the crucifixion of her child. Mary accepts this, as all parents must accept the mortality of their children. This too is a grace. Simeon held a baby and encountered the God who has not given up on this world. He held divine affirmation, but also he held this child's death. Anna also encountered God when she saw the baby, but she does not prophesy. After giving thanks to God, she begins to preach the good news. I have heard many a grandparent preaching the good news about the birth of a grandchild. They have pictures too. It is clear that grandparents encounter holy mystery in their grandchildren. A new light has entered their life, a new love. Anna told everyone about Jesus. Specifically, she spoke to those who were longing for Jerusalem to be set free. Babies have a way of setting us free from ourselves. They are so needy that we forget ourselves in order to care for them. Jesus sets us free of the tyranny of ourselves as well, empowering us to become a person for others. Mary and Joseph also held Jesus in their arms. They further made the effort to bring Jesus to the temple. I commend all parents that make the effort to bring their children to Mass. Encountering babies at church is a moment of grace for us all. Thank you for making the extra effort. Your children are sparks of the light of Christ for us all. Today we celebrate Jesus, the light of the world. Even as a baby, he manifests the light of God and brought satisfaction and joy to weary souls. We encounter that same light through the children in our midst, and as we cradle the Christ child in our hearts. In receiving the Eucharist, we cradle that light that never fades. Finally, a word about Kobe Bryant. I did not know that he was a Catholic. He did not wear his faith on his sleeve. But he's been a great example of a person sharing that light that was shared with him. Over the last 41 years, when we've been celebrating the Eucharist and receiving communion, we shared it with him and with his daughter, Gianna Marie, and with their now grieving family. We pray for all those who died in the crash and for all who are mourning. Lord, now let your servants go in peace. Every night a child is born is a holy night.